Once again, there's a discrepancy between Suella Braverman's plans and the shoddy reality. So she plans to send the first 50 migrants to the barge moored at Portland Port by Tuesday. Is that today or is that next Tuesday? But Richard Holden has said that he cannot put a time frame on when asylum seekers will be housed on the Bibby Stockholm barge because they're still doing checks, final safety checks, and the fire service approval is still pending. Well, I would have thought the fire service approval would be still pending, because if you're going to lock up 50 to 500 men in a not terribly secure location, and you're not going to give them anything to do while they're being locked up, because there will be a curfew, so they will actually be under lock and key, whatever people claim. These people are a recipe for disaster. Frustrated individuals with nothing to do. The pool table has been removed. The bar has been closed. The gym or presumably the cafe will only work during cafe hours and so on. What are they supposed to do? Lie on their beds and read? I mean, it's we would hope so, but it's highly unlikely. The point is, somebody on the comment section pointed out very wisely that he had been in prison and that it was a recognized fact that if you remove entertainment from prisoners, you are heading in the direction of insurgency and riot. And surely it's the same Home Office that deals with prisons and deals with the housing of potential refugees. Is it possible that Suella Braverman has got some maniacal plot to put these asylum seekers in a pressure cooker, wait until it boils, wait until there's a crisis, and then blame the crisis on them and shout about the way that these people are ungrateful? It's the same Home Office, presumably, that that approved rules to charge people who have been unlawfully and unreasonably detained for longer than the original sentence in prison, and to charge them board and lodging when the sentence is overturned. I'm not blaming everything on Suella Braverman, but, what actually has she achieved in her time in office, except nastiness and manipulation? Do leave your comments and let me know what you think. I mean, I would hate for anybody to suggest that I'm encouraging riot. I'm not. I'm just saying this is a recipe for disaster, and I think it's a calculated recipe. And I would hate to see it play out. And I don't know how to. I don't know how, other than by expressing this point of view, I can even get the issue out there. But whether or not the Home Office is going to make safety checks to that extent, and who is going to be looking after these people on the barge in Portland. If I were living in Portland, if I were living in Dorset, I would be understandably anxious about this, because this is calculated to be a disaster. The Home Office has decided that men living on the barge can share rooms with people that they don't know, which will, of course, can increase the capacity, but also increase the danger of problems. There has been opposition to the plan, with the local councillors and the local residents staging protests, and the local Conservative MP, Richard Drax, calling on the government to remove the barge. Richard Drax knows what he's talking about. This is a disaster. This is a pressure cooker waiting to be blown. This is a nightmare, and I think it's calculated. We can only hope that the safety checks take as long as they possibly can. And if I were checking the safety of these things, I would never sign it off.